Hello and assalamu alaikum everybody. I hope everyone is doing great. My name is Nadia and today I want to answer the question Junaid Muhammad asked me. Let's first go ahead and read his question. He asked me that please talk about the grading of subjects in homeschooling. And he said that he's been listening to Sahil Adeem, who is the CEO of Source Code, and he's a very good supporter of homeschooling. So he said that he says that your child should learn 3 languages by the age of 7, and then mathematics till the age 12, and then after 12 you should start learning social sciences or other sciences. By the time your child is 15, he's able to crack O and A levels. And also please talk about child psychology. First, I first want to talk about one thing, that first 5 to 7 years of a child's life, his brain is very, very important, okay? And as important are the other years, okay? So, not just when your child is born, even before that, when your child is in womb and has developed the hearing skill, your child's brain is just like a sponge. Anything, this water, this bowl of water basically is the environment your child has been put into. So this sponge is going to, let's say if we're going to immerse it in water, it is going to take in every drop of water that it possibly can. And by 5 to 6 years, quite a lot of information your child has in its brain. Now the second step starts. Anything, because your brain doesn't work the way you want it to work. It works on its own terms. And the basic thing that your mind has in its mind, it's survival. So everything he got in, it was like, okay, whatever I have, whatever I'm seeing, I need to walk, I need to grab this thing, okay, this thing is for this purpose, okay, I need to put this thing in my mouth and see that, okay, what's the taste, what's like, is it to, can it be eaten, can it not be eaten, or what is that, the curiosity and everything that he learned. Now is the time to make some space, because your mind is also a minimalist. So what it does is, it gets rid of everything that's not important. And what your mind thinks is not important, it thinks on the term of survival. Is it important for my survival? He takes up a file and is like, is it important for my survival? Then another, is it important for my survival? If it says no, then it goes away. It goes out of the window, okay? So now the decluttering starts, because you have many years of your life in front of you, and there is so much learning that's going to happen, so you need to have space. So now once you have learned the basic skills, language is also a big main part of it, because language, you're going to tell your mom what you want, what you need, you're going to tell other people how you feel, are you feeling sick or something. It's important for your survival. And then when you are adults, you're able to communicate your ideas, the ladder goes on and on and on, and it all depends, and it all works on the language. Your mind is so powerful machine that, for example, if a child is living in an environment where there are 15 languages which are being spoken, your mind is able to learn all 15 of them, because your brain is getting this perception that, okay, if I need to talk to my mama, I need to speak this language. I need to talk to my papa, he would understand my needs in the other language, in these words. I need to talk to my grandpa, he's going to be speaking this language. Grandma is speaking another language. In school I have to speak another language, and in the playground I'm speaking another language. So if it is relevant to a child's life, you would definitely can learn way more than 3 languages. So, and using the language should learn this stuff in this particular period of time is an alarming thing. I just cannot understand this. How is it possible that a thing like brain, so magnificently powerful thing, can be compartmentalized like that. Those people who made syllabus, they had this thing in mind, just they wanted to limit the brain's capacities. So the same way, doing this, for example, my 4-year-old, he loves mathematics. And what if I'm going to do? What if I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to teach you mathematics. First, you need to learn your language. And make sure, even if it's Arabic, your child is able to hear it every day. Okay, your child is having an interaction of that language, so that your brain get this perception that this is relevant to its survival. So for example, I always say that when you're homeschooling, the tricky part of homeschooling is that you don't have to work on your kids, you have to work on yourself. If you want them to learn Arabic, you got to learn it Arabic. You got to learn it yourself. Is it just important for him to have the understanding of Quran? Is it not important for you to have the understanding of Quran? What about me? What about other parents? If you want something for our kids, that's the best part of homeschooling. If anything you want for your kids, you got to do it yourself, so that it comes in the environment, in the surroundings of your child. I didn't teach both my kids English. Manahil learned it on her own. And when at that time I had this thing that, oh my God, I need to teach her English. I need to keep on speaking English with her. Most of the time she spent with my parents, so she used to speak Urdu all the time. But there came a point that she started speaking it herself. And I was amazed. And people once I took her to my office, it was Eid. And she was just confidently moving about, and she was speaking English. She was talking to my colleagues. She was sitting with people and she was talking to them. And they were praising me for whoever she is. And she was like, and I was thinking that, I was like, oh God, I didn't do anything. Iski is development. I have no part in it, because I was so much into working and not much paying attention to my child. But that was good. So I learned that thing at that time, and I didn't teach English to Madi, and but it is in her environment. Yeah. Chocha de do abhi deti hu main chocha. ठीक है. Then when I make videos in English, she is listening to that subconsciously. When I'm working, I'm speaking with my clients, and working at home, and they're able to listen to it. They are getting it, but I am not doing any intentional effort for them to learn this language. The other day she came up to me and she was like, Mama, I want watch TV. And I was like, okay, you want to watch TV? Let's go ahead and do that. And she came up to me and she was like, Mama, this is yours. And I was like, okay, yeah, this is mine. These are the things that fascinate me, because I am not forcing them, pressurizing them to do anything. What I'm doing is that anything that I want them to do, I start doing it myself. And with Manahil, what I started doing, I started teaching her Spanish and French, which was something that I wanted to learn. And I was like, I had my own axe to grind, that I was like, okay, I don't have anybody to speak Spanish or French with. Let's just teach Manahil this language, and we're going to speak with each other. But but when I realized that very soon that she doesn't want to learn these languages, she's not interested in those languages. I was only putting my own personality, my own wish on her. So I left her. I was like, okay, girl, whatever you want to do. She chose Japanese. It's science and research also says that it's a very good thing that you learn a different language. Even we are 30, 40 years old, we can learn a different language, and it's very, very healthy, very good for our brain. It makes new connections. And so she chose Japanese. Japanese is not my cup of tea, but I was happy. He took interest in it because she first she was interested in a culture, and then that culture took her to the understanding that if she's going to learn their language, it is going to give her more understanding of their culture, how of their people. They should be able to connect with them. So that's her development. So they need time. They need time and to evaluate their environment on their own. What if your child is not able to learn 3 languages at the age of 7? Would he be a failure? What if your child is not able to learn mathematics till he's 12? What if your child is not taking any interest in science? Science is everywhere. It's in your kitchen. When I go, like when we are even going on a street, and लोगों के बागीचों में पौधे उगे होते हैं, me and Madi, we go like, oh my God, look at this crazy flower. We're observing it, and then after the step, kid would say that, oh, why is it? जब थोड़ा सा और बड़ा होगा, अभी तो वो fascinate होता है ये सारी चीजें देख के. Then they will like, why, mama? Why this leaf is different from this leaf? What is the purpose? What are these small holes for? And then when your child is asking question when he's like 7 or 8 or 9 years old, that is related to science, do you think that you're gonna tell them, okay, science is for you once you're gonna 12 years old? Mama, yeah. Mama, so again, it's important that we don't really mess with that thing. I always say that why don't we just sit down, relax, have a cup of tea or coffee, it depends upon our preference, and then just observe our kids, and then just have confidence and faith in their abilities. My very, very intelligent teacher, I consider one of the most wonderful teachers I had in my life, and he taught me only for like 1 or 2 months. He told me that जहाँ पे आप खड़े होते हो, intelligence wise, knowledge wise, आपका बच्चा वहाँ से start लेता है, and that is so true. It means that my kids are more intelligent than I am. So I need to have trust and faith in their abilities, and मेरा काम है सिर्फ guide करना according to my experience कि what my child wants to do. Rest, they will understand because they know it. अगर आप उनको independently let them do what they want to do at ease, they would understand it. Or you have to, again, don't control your kids. This is a very alarming vocabulary that your child should. Every child is different. This technique, this grading of subjects may work for Manaya, but may not work for Madi. What am I gonna do then? I'm gonna say that Madi is a failure? Every child, every person is different. That's the beauty of this universe. That's the beauty of this world, that we all are different. We all came with our own purposes. So why not we just define, look for it, search for it. That's the purpose of our life, to look for our own unique purpose. So अगर everybody, हम हर किसी को एक ही डब्बे में, छोटे से डब्बे में डालने की कोशिश करेंगे, हर किसी को उसी डब्बे में डालने की कोशिश, हाथी को भी उसे डालेंगे, मछली को भी डालेंगे, भेड़िए को भी डालेंगे, इंसान को भी डालेंगे, तो उसमें से वही कुछ निकलेगा. So just don't mess with the capabilities and the abilities and the wonderful, wonderful thing that's up there. Everybody's carrying here. So just, अगर कुछ करना है, do it with your brain. If you want anything to learn, you want your kids to learn anything, start learning it yourself. They would follow. They will learn it on their own. Okay? So just have fun, and I hope I have answered your question satisfactorily. Yeah, and I keep on answering. Keep on sending me questions, and I'd be glad to help. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Bye bye. I'm glad that this you guys might be listening to a lot of background music. सुबह 9 बजे से मैं वीडियो बनाने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ. मेरे ख्याल से 2 बजने वाले हैं. And then कभी किसी की मशीन चल पड़ती है, कभी किसी का ड्रायर चल पड़ता है. And it's like शायद मैंने ये बात शुरू में की है. And अगर मैंने की है तो just forgive me. Have a great day. Bye.